Hello and welcome to Poland Daily Travel. Today we head west. Our destination is the palace and grounds at Radziejowice. Situated about 40 kilometers west of Warsaw, the palace complex is a haven for artists and a welcome spot to retire to the countryside for travelers. It's a complex of classical residences surrounded by a park. And it's been a cultural center since 1965. The Radziejowice family first built the castle in the 1500s. During the palace's heyday, it was a residence to various kings of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. During the 17 and 1800s, the Krasinski family gave the complex its present look. And currently, the castle and the complex are visited by writers, columnists, actors, filmmakers, musicians, and visual artists. So come along and let's take a look at the Radziejowice Castle, Palace, and grounds. The weather's perfect. Let's go for a walk. And watch Poland Daily Travel. We're glad to be here for you. Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm standing here in the beautiful gardens of the palace at Radziejowice, and I'm talking to Zuzanna Milewska, who is an assistant to the director of the place, Miss Ewa Witrążek.
Very good.
I want to make sure I hear you say it first so I don't make a complete mess of it. Witrążek.
Yes, it's
Is
correct.
that close? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Who is very nice to let us come and talk to you and film here. We appreciate it. A little bit about the history of the place, because it's got a long history. It's been a palace here for about 500 years, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Could you give us a little rundown of the history?
Yes, the first owner of this place was the Radziejowice family. That's the name of this village.
Radziejowice.
Radziejowice and Radziejowice.
Radziejowice. Okay.
And the small river in this place is called used to be called Radziejówka.
Okay.
Right now it's different name, but the Radziejowice and Radziejowice. The first building which Radziejowice built in this place, it was 15th century.
What's the name of the family?
Radziejowice.
Radziejowice. Hence the name Radziejowice.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and what happened, how long were they here, and what were they up to?
Radziejowice lived in Radziejowice for about 300 years.
It's a long time.
Yes, they were very rich and very important family in Poland.
Nobility.
Yes,
noble
very.
family.
Yes, this place Radziejowice was a very important place because we are so close to Warsaw. So very important guests before they come to Warsaw, they visit Radziejowice first. Radziejowice were very famous because they were rich.
They were influential.
Yes.
It's interesting what you said to me, which is this place was a place where people would come before Warsaw.
Yes.
It was known as a place to be, whereas now it's kind of a secret place. People don't really know about it that much. I mean, if you're in the arts community, of course you do. And I know it's run by the culture department of the government. But tourists probably don't know about this place too much. So it was a hugely prominent place back then, and now it's kind of a secret, artist retreat in a way. I just stumbled upon it myself. It was almost by accident that I ended up driving here back last autumn. You see, yeah. So it was a very prominent. What happened? A prominent place for 300 years with the Radziejowice family, and who took over the place after that?
This place for about 100 years was given by many families.
Oh, it switched over and over.
Unfortunately, during this time, Poland was cut by
the partition time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in the beginning of 19th century, this place was took by a Krasinski family, also very well known.
That's a big family.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of palaces around in Poland. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They rebuilt this place into this state which you can see today.
Ah, so the Krasinskis were responsible for what we see today.
Yes.
Or at least the frame of what we see today, because it was renovated, of course, right?
Oh, yes.
So, all right, so it went from one, so the Radziejowice family faded a little bit in glory. It was maybe perhaps because of the partitions, because this was in the Russian section, right?
Yes.
So maybe the Russians, and they didn't get along so well. Okay, so then it was a lot of different families owning a place up until the Kruszinskis took it over. How long were they here?
Till 1939, the beginning of the Second World War.
Right up until the war.
Yes.
And okay, so they were then obviously told, or they had to get out of here, right? When the Germans came?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, and so I guess the Germans were here.
Yes. Till 1944, the Germans were here. They were running here some kind of hospital in Radziejowice. And after that, in 1945, this place was completely empty. Abandoned.
But it was not destroyed because it was a hospital?
A little bit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not by the Germans, but by the Russians.
Oh, the Russians coming in and chasing the Germans out. Okay.
And after that, in 1960s, this place was rebuilt and took by Polish Ministry of the Culture.
Yeah.
And they set up here House of Creative Work, which is still run.
It's running now. And you have, as we were talking before with Pavel
Kosnowicki,
right. We were talking about the competition, not competition, but the master classes for people who would like to be in the Chopin competition, for example, that are going on right now.
Right now.
In fact, I heard the piano, people practicing the piano earlier when we were walking around in the palace. Okay, well, thank you very much. That was very instructive.
Thank you.
And complements very well what Pavel was telling us before. Okay, so stay with us. Poland Daily Travel. I've been talking about the history of Radziejowice Palace in Radziejowice. Where else would it be? Okay, thank you, Zuzana.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more exciting stuff from Radziejowice Palace soon. Thanks for watching. So here we are. We're in the palace in Radziejowice, outside of Warsaw. I'm here with Arthur Gorniewski, and we're having some fun in a really, really cool place. You got to come and visit this establishment when you're in Warsaw. And I hope you have a beautiful weather like this, because if you do, it's just amazing. Stay with us. Poland Daily Travel, always for you. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Arthur?
You are. Will Richardson.
Yeah.
Arthur Gorniewski. Best man on planet Earth, presenting Las Vegas, Paris, Moscow, and Radziejowice.
Yep. Okay, Elvis and Marilyn, here I come. But first, Radziejowice.